Halo semuanya, usai launching Livery Honda HRC Castrol MotoGP 2025 di Cikarang pada 1 Februari 2025, teman-teman media diberikan kesempatan untuk bertanya langsung kepada Joan Mir dan Luca Marini saat konferensi pers. Ada pesan dari Joan Mir dan Luca Marini buat fans di Indonesia nih. Ada juga pengakuan Luca Marini yang gak suka motoran di jalanan karena berbahaya. Aku pun mendapatkan kesempatan langsung buat bertanya kepada Joan Mir dan Luca Marini.
Hello, I want to ask for both of you. We know that Albiciano joined the Honda. What do you expect from him? And the second question, what do you want to say for Indonesian fans? Thank you.
From Romano, we are expecting a lot. I think. From Romano, we are expecting a lot. I think he could start working on the project only on January, so it will need some time to see all his high on the project, his ideas, but for sure will give us a sort of guidelines for be smart and make the correct changes on the bike, because for sure he has a fantastic knowledge of all the Aprilia history, for the process that bring Aprilia to win races. But also we have other engineers coming from other manufacturers that can share a lot of knowledge. I think that Romano will help us a lot and give us especially this more strategic approach with more good guidelines and with clear ideas. This will be the key.
Yes, well, each Albiciano, Romano has a completely different working method that was working in Aprilia. He's now in its time to implement his working method and to adapt it into the team. And I think that he's in that process. He will bring some fresh air, some fresh ideas from a bike that is competitive at the moment. And I have a lot of trust on him. I think that he can do a great job. And yeah. Also about to the Indonesian fans, that I'm very happy to make the presentation here in Jakarta. It's very nice. It's a place that we feel always a lot of love from the fans, and even more when you are on the factory rider. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, I want to add a message to all the Indonesian fans, because it's always a pleasure coming to Indonesia. The support for all of us is amazing. I think that I have my biggest fan base here in Indonesia, and it's amazing to see how people sincerely welcome us in a very warm way. So thank you so much, and keep supporting us, because we need all your effort, also your push for help us through this process to come back to victories.
Okay.
Question. I think that this new partnership will bring us for sure some new interesting technologies. We will try to work together and try to improve our performance, but the most important thing will be the job that with all the engineers and us the riders will do inside of the garage, on track, and trying to develop the bike and share the best feedbacks to the engineers in Japan to try to build the perfect bike in less time as possible.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm happy that Castrol joined us. It's not easy to find the confidence in such a difficult period, but the fact that Castrol believe in us is something that may give us a boost. And as Luca said, I think this partnership, can give us some we can make some evolutions together and to see how it brings.
Over here. Please also remember to say which rider your question is for.
Okay. So I will ask a question for Joan. This year you have Alex Espargaro as a delegate.
Well, I think they will not do magic, it's true, but what is very important is that the test rider gives the same comment as the factory riders. And in this case, we have two riders super in shape, that last year they were super competitive, and they can give a similar comment as the comment that we give on track. This is, I think, the step that we will do with them, and also not only them. I think the test team has been reinforced by engineers. It's something that we needed. They were very they needed that step in terms of more people there. And I think this is something that will pay. I don't know when, but for sure we are looking forward to results as soon as possible.
Muchas gracias.
Just say the word Honda means a lot, I think, in MotoGP history, in motorcycle world. So be part of this project and be a MotoGP rider for such a great manufacturers. Give me a lot of motivation and happiness, only just for this. And just I can imagine when the bike will be ready to achieve great results and give us the opportunity to show our potential and fight for victories will be even a bigger happiness. So just focusing on this, with this target every day, try to improve the bike, myself, to achieve this kind of great result. And I imagine that with a great manufacturers like Honda will be even a bigger satisfaction.
Okay, thank you. Any final questions? Yep, gentleman in the red.
It looked like a successful season for you personally.
This at the moment is a difficult question because still we don't know the potential of our package. At this moment, I think that after the first test in Sepang and in Buriram will be a little bit easier to answer. I would say that on my side, always the target is to be in front of my teammate. This is the easiest thing to say to you. And so this will be my personal target. And on the side, I think that will be important. Build a very good structure and start a good process of repairing what was missing until now. I think that from this winter a sort of counter-attack is started and we are getting stronger with more people, with more knowledge, with a lot of new engineers, with super motivation to help Honda to come back to victory. And I think that if a certain moment during the season we will get some good results that can be also just to stay in Q2 easily, will be great.
For me, expectation, I've been successful on the past without having any expectation at the beginning of the year. So the word is not expectation, is more opportunity. So the thing is that when we will have the opportunity to have the package to fight with the people, there is my job to try to take this opportunity, no? But if we don't have any package, take opportunity of nothing is always difficult for the mind, for everything, because you don't have the package, you crash, you don't feel comfortable, you go down and down. So I would say that my expectation is the expectation that you can have when you are in such a big team like this one, but I'm more focused on the opportunity than on the expectation.
For Luca.
Most important is becoming the most important part of the bike. If you have a very good aerodynamic, you can solve many problems, or if you don't have a good aerodynamic, you can create very big problems. So at the moment is the key, but like everything is a compromise of everything. You need a good engine, a good frame, and a good aero, so it's not just focus on aero, but for sure now that every engineers and every manufacturer has more knowledge on this topic, will be the key for the future to have the best aero or increase the performance of the bikes.
Yeah, I think Luca explained it very well. No, the aero package is true that is a very effective mode to improve the bike, to improve the turning, the braking, the acceleration, improve all the areas. No, and this thing to make it with engine, chassis, and everything is a lot more complicated and a lot more expensive. And so it's something that we are trying to understand. For sure, our aerodynamic is not the best one on the grid. We have many room of improvement with our bike. It's something that we are doing. We see every time we try a different aero the benefit that it causes to the bike, and yeah, for me, in terms of show, the aero hide a little bit the possibility to have more overtakes, to overtake more easily, to have this inspiration on the straight that was helping you to overtake that we see in Moto3, for example, and in MotoGP is difficult to see because every bike is super good on acceleration for this reason, and yeah, I think less aero will help to make the bike a little bit more complicated, and will help to the rider to make a bit more the difference.
The gentleman over here.
So I want to ask both of you.
And the working process that has to be clear and straight to the point with no mistakes, because we don't have so much time, and the days on track are always not enough, and we have a lot of races, so it's difficult to have time also to develop the bike during the season. And I hope that in this winter they made a good job in Japan to start where the season talks about.
Yeah, I think it's more what Luca said, that technically we don't have a very good point at the moment. We don't have a point that is better than the others. So we first we have to understand which one can be our strong point. But yeah, I agree with Luca that what we have to change is a bit the package of the bike, that one or two areas in specific.
Gentleman in the middle.
Simply one question for Luca.
We saw a lot of PCX.
PCX is fantastic. But sincerely, I don't like to ride the bike on the road because it's too dangerous. Yes, I really like to be on track and be fast on track, because on the road you have to be careful on everybody, on all the cars, and I'm not feeling so safety, you know, because you go out only with the helmet, and it's strange with no protection and everything, with flip-flops. It's kind of not safety situation for me. This is the feeling. So every time I prefer going out with the car, sincerely, all the time.
Well, my favorite
Functional physics, but favorite, the Honda HRC 30, the RC30. That one is my favorite one, and it's not because I'm on the battery rider, it's because it's true.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I think that wraps up our session here today.